Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic here. Once again, we are back. We are reacting to that weekly Shonen Jump greatness. It is Monday. It is a Monday, y'all. And normally Mondays would be like, I gotta do this thing. I gotta get back to the week. Da, 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 da. But weekly Shonen Jump makes Mondays particularly good. You know what I mean? I'm always looking forward to Mondays at this point because I read all the chapters. I get breathe in that weekly Shonen Jump greatness. You know what I mean? It's always a hype time. So, again, I'm feeling better. I was under the weather this weekend, and a bit of like the tail end of last week. So I didn't really react to it. I didn't really do any streams or anything like that because I didn't feel like I could. Until I got better, it just made sense for me to rest, get to sleep, do all that good stuff. So, let's get into that Shokugeki no Soma greatness, or that Food Wars greatness. All right, I got 3 chapters that I gotta read and catch up on. It's gonna be a good time, y'all. It's gonna be a good time. All right, so let's get into it. Let's do it. Chapter 249 is entitled "Watching from Beside You." This flavor, so that's the wanmono soup made by Satoshi Ishiki, the so-called master of aggressive Japanese cuisine. Look how beautifully it's plated. Even the ingredient colors are coordinated. A true work of art. Just looking at it sucks me in. But the taste, how does it taste? Is it as delicious as it is gorgeous? Just one sip of the broth was enough to send a shockwave surging throughout my body. Delicately constructing a wanmono soup out of just hair and konbu is difficult enough. But to incorporate clam stock as well, and so seamlessly too. Clams? What? Wait, the soup broth is hair and also clam? How does that even work? Yeah, that's it. That's weird. That's a weird thing to use meat and fish stock. Like not fish stock, but like seafood stock, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. It's odd. It's an odd combo. There are 4 major components of a proper wanmono soup. But I mean, the broth, I guess, has umami because Shokugeki Soma is all about the umami. So whatever. There are 4 major components of a proper wanmono broth soup. 1, the broth that suiji, the broth that forms the backbone of the dish. Suikuchi, the ingredients that accent the dish's aroma. Wandane, the main ingredient of the soup. Wanzuma, the side ingredients that complement the wandane, sorry. Blending the hair and clam stocks in a 7-to-3 ratio infuse the suiji broth with the mellow, salty body of the clams, putting a new delicious spin on the traditional wanmono soup broth. And the fresh, tangy aroma of yuzu fruit in the suikuchi accent neatly underscores that flavor, making it stand out all the more. With this, he's done nothing short of innovatively reinventing a traditional Japanese soup stock. Whoa, a contest of this magnitude and he breaks out a stock that's brand spanking new? I can't say I expected anything less from Ishiki-senpai. From rich aroma to unexpected flavor, he entices us into a purely Japanese world with a mere flick of this fan, like a dancer performing a bewitching traditional dance. But as much as I'd love to, we can't bask in the broth's aftertaste forever. We must next deliberate on the dish's ingredients, the wandane and wanzuma. Sorry. Yes, right. Speaking of, what is this wandane? It looks like a small mochi dumpling. Gosh, I'm so curious about what other surprises Ishiki-senpai put in his soup, aren't you? Soma? Soma? Huh? Oh, sorry. I got distracted wondering what those two over there were talking about. What's that supposed to mean, Ishiki? How could my presence have had any effect on your decision to continue cooking? You're making no sense. This is just another way of teasing me, isn't it? Haha, I meant exactly what I said, but boy, you're being awfully prickly about it. When did you become such a jaded cynic? Though, back then, I guess I can see how my natural talent for, everything may have been a source of frustration for you, poor thing. That right there is what ticks me off about you. I meant it when I said I owe you everything. You just haven't realized it, that's all. Huh? Maybe I should explain. Gyeon Ward, Kyoto, the Ishiki estate. I was born the eldest son of a family that's run a traditional high-class restaurant for centuries. As you might expect, I began training as a chef at an extremely early age, and for better or worse, I quickly learned everything. Looking from the outside in, I'm sure I seemed like the best heir the family could have wished for. But on the inside, I lived my life within the confines of a dark shadow. Listen well, young Satoshi. For someone born into the illustrious Ishiki family, being incapable is simply not permitted. Of course you can do it. It's only natural. Stop making such a fuss over every little thing. Expecting praise for learning basic skills is a sign of being spoiled. You won't learn the proper dignity of an eldest son that way. If you don't become a full-fledged chef as soon as you can, it's the family that will be inconvenienced. Now go back to your training. I felt no sense of accomplishment from learning new things, and no one praised me for anything I did. Day after day, I blandly and mechanically went through the motions of training. At the time, cooking was merely a thing that existed. I honestly didn't understand the point of it. Wait a minute, is it possible he stuffed the mochi dumpling? Let's split it open and see. Huh? The clear, pristine broth is turning cloudy? Wait, this mild, salty fragrance, it's miso paste? The soup's clear broth has morphed into a miso broth. What? You were curious to know what was stuffed inside the dumpling. It's minced hare meat and scallions. Both were thoroughly steamed together in white miso paste. I combined mochi flour and wheat flour to make a simple dough, and then stuffed that dough with the steamed hare meat to make dumplings. The first sip is about the joy of the crisp, translucent flavors of the broth, and the second, the rich, savory flavors of hare and miso as they seep across your palate. Now then, honored judges, once you've tasted the dumpling, I highly suggest you take another sip of the broth. Yo, Ishiki, man. Satoshi, yo, killing the game. What indescribable deliciousness! The salty miso paste perfectly ties the savory goodness of the hare together with the pure, clear broth, melding them together into one perfect, seamless whole. If I remember correctly, Japanese has an interesting phrase for describing the structure of artistic things like performances and such. Oh, what was it? Here it is. It's johakyu, meaning prelude. Breaks speed is a concept of motion that's applied to a wide range of Japanese arts. Prelude is the unremarkable beginning. Break marks the is an unremarkable beginning. Break marks a slow change that builds to the third act, and speed is a rapid climax. Okay. In this single bowl, he's carefully composed 3 separate and distinct stages of flavor. It's as if an entire traditional dance is held within this one dish. In Japanese dishes, a wanmono demands delicacy above all else. Yet he toyed with it as if it were his own personal stage, aggressively layering it with surprising twists after intriguing turn. Ishiki. To me, that's all cooking was. Mechanical rote. I didn't feel the least bit of joy in it. But then one day, I met a certain young girl. As was Ishiki's family custom, I moved in with the chosen host family to train. It was true that the girl I met there was not necessarily as talented as I was, but she took great pride in learning her skills, one by one, working on them with joyous enthusiasm. Watching her from the sidelines, she looked beautiful to me. It was only by watching over your shoulder that it occurred to me that cooking could be fun, that there could be joy in learning skills that could bring happiness to others. The girl who taught me that was you, Nene Kinokuni. Yo, Shokugeki no Soma, yo. Let's move on, man, because just tear, man. Just a tear. A tear. Oh, my goodness. I have the utmost respect for you. You looked so beautiful back then, learning how you did and having fun doing it. If I had one wish, it'd be for you to remember how that felt. What an elegant yet striking dish. This is indeed the ultimate and aggressive Japanese cooking. Even the Der Weib Ritter, I can't pronounce that, but I'm gonna go. I'm pretty sure that it's so much Sukasa there, so that's what I'm going with. Looks like not sure what that is. German maybe? Not sure. Man. Okay, so even Tsukasa will have trouble fending off this furious fury of blows. Man. I mean, the tier. Let's keep going though. Let's keep going because I'm gonna talk about it in my review, but like that's a big part of what makes really just like good battle shonen and just good manga, right? Awesome. Like the feels, man. If you're a manga, you don't have any semblance of like the feels, I'm probably not interested. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not. I mean like like the feels. If you don't have that, not interested. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Let's go to the February 12th issue once again. So far, so good. So far, this thing is not giving me any trouble. Knock on wood. Let's go to Food Wars, chapter 20 to 50, y'all. But the feels, man, it's so important to me. Like if I don't have like, you know, generally wonderful like those feels, like not every chapter, but just like most chapters, I ain't interested. Okay, let's go. Chapter 250, y'all. Nene Kinokuni. I have the utmost respect for you. Be honest, Kinokuni. Can you say that you're enjoying your cooking with the way things are? Will you continue to have fun with it in Central? Ishiki. Excuse me. Yes, what is it, Tsukasa-senpai? Do you have a counter to present? Or do you have a counter opinion to present? A counter opinion? No, not really. I think you've made a really good wan mono soup. In fact, you always do really good work. So I was thinking, when I win this card, why don't you join me? Accept the position with Central and you can work under me. I'll have your expulsion rescinded and everything. Yo, this dude, man. You just want to like slap him. You just want like the hardest like open-handed slap to this dude's face. You know what I mean? Right? And it's like people that don't recognize how conceited they are. They just kind of walk around like, I'm not conceited. I just know that I'm the best. Like I know that there's no way that I can ever be beaten. Because I'm greatness. I'm like perfection. Like there's no way you could, like I will be beaten. Like, no. Like I hate that, man. Like Tsukasa just comes, just open-handed slap to the face of this man, yo. I hate this man. Well, no, I don't hate this man, but I've definitely like disliked this man. Hate is like really strong. I really dislike this guy. I'm not going to hate because I don't hate this guy. I think you have an incredible talent for Japanese food, Ishiki. It would be truly spectacular to have someone like you as my assistant. Yo, yo, he stayed doing this, man. Yo, I want to swear so bad, but I can't. I can't swear, y'all. I can't swear. Is he serious? Headhunting the opposition at a time like this? Yo, he's on some he's on some like Blackbeard type stuff, man. Yo, be my Nakama, man. I troll. Same with Shanks. He went on Whitebeard's ship. He's like, yo, why don't you be my Nakama, man? Why don't you be my Nakama, Marco? Like, get out of here, man. He has some nerve to do that now of all times. Like, he has no conception of like of etiquette. I don't think right in this, and at least in like this like type of situation, right? In this sort of like area, no idea, no clue. Haha, that's so like you, Tsukasa. No matter the time or place, you never change. Will you think it over? At least until my dish has been judged. Bruh, this man, yo. The man named Aishi Tsukasa. Satoshi Ishiki of the Resistance has presented an incredible example of a fresh, unique Japanese wanmono soup. His dish, which our judges from the WGO itself have heaped with praise, represents a formidable first strike. Now, what of his opponent, Aishi Tsukasa of Team Central? It seems his dish is finally ready for presentation. Could it be what I think it is? Yes, it could be nothing else. Please enjoy. Lièvre à la Royale. I'm sorry, like, because I know some people that definitely watch my channel, like speak you know, are French or speak French fluently, and everything like that, or both, right? And it's just like, if I am butchering this, I'm sorry. I really do. I apologize. I'm gonna try my hardest to like be better about that. An iconic hair recipe. It said King Louis the 14th. Yeah, Louis the 14th and his court adored this classic dish. It's one of the most traditional of all game recipes passed down through generations of French royal kitchens. The thick aromatic fragrance, the elegantly powerful plating. You couldn't call this anything but the highest of haute cuisine. Yet, this is the first hair recipe that would bring to mind with any practiced chef. In what way and how effectively has he put his own spin on this highly orthodox dish? This will be key during our deliberations. He took the juiciest leg and neck meat, slicing each piece down the middle, and layered them so they could be wrapped into a single ballotine tube. Then he sautéed it in a frying pan, successfully subduing its distinctive odor while cooking it to perfect juicy tenderness. The sauce was a red wine reduction using hare bone fond and meat. Which was infused with the foie gras, chocolate, and the hare's own blood, making it the perfect accompaniment. No one would deny this is a first-class gourmet. But Satoshi Ishiki's dish, which was brimming with playfulness and gleeful surprise, was more delicious than this. It was? Yeah. Wait a minute. What's going on? Why is Miss Une writhing like that? Indeed. The sauce. Huh? Under here? There's another layer to the dish, hidden by the pool of sauce. Royale is a savory custard of eggs, consomme, and spices baked in a water bath until firm. It's usually cut into fanciful shapes and used as a soup garnish. Yes, it's a layer of Royale. It's very similar to Japan's chawanmushi. Is it chawanmushi? Yeah, chawanmushi. What? The savoriness of the consomme and porcini mushrooms gushes through the mouth. Its texture is satiny, melting on the tongue in a silky rush. Royale hare and Royale eggs, both kingly dishes, have been combined together seamlessly. But that isn't the only thing hidden in this dish. There's also a chestnut confit and an apple and fig puree. Yo, that sounds really good, though. Like, the chestnut confit and apple and fig puree, bruh, that sounds really good. The mellow, savory flavor of the egg custard resonates with refreshing notes of sweet and tart from the fruits, cutting through the thick richness of the hare meat until it tastes so light you could finish the whole dish in a breeze. All this without losing an ounce of the dish's heavily powerful impact. How could he even think up something like this? It's so complex and convoluted that no chef would dare make it. He is divinely gifted as a chef, so much that you could say he's only one step shy of insanity. Does everyone understand how to use watercolors? Excellent. Now go ahead and paint whatever you'd like. My colors aren't mixing right. Try adding more water a little bit at a time, okay? Yay, I did it. I made it pretty blue. And then Tsukasa takes his own brush and then puts a brush on someone else's watercolor painting? Come on, man. Yo, this chapter's trying real hard, man. This chapter's trying so hard to make me swear, man. It's trying so hard. Chapter 250, y'all. Shokugeki no Soma. Yo. Open hand slap to this boy's face, man. Open-handed slap to this boy's face. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Like, if I saw a kid in my classroom do something like that, of course I wouldn't do anything like that. What I'm saying is, like, you can't allow, like, stuff like that to happen in settings like that, like, especially in a classroom. It's just like, yo, it's not right. It's so disrespectful. I mean, I try not to quote Stephen A. Smith too much, but, like, the disrespect. Oh, my Lord. This man is terrible. Why? Aishi took my Aishi took my paint. What? Aishi? That was very mean. Why would you do such a thing? Huh? But why not? It was the perfect color to improve my picture. I mean, the disrespect. Yo, scenes like that played out more than once in my life. Eventually, I figured out that I must be a little different from everyone else. Oh well, it can't be helped, really. I mean, it's all to make my own cooking shine even brighter. Man. Well, did you give it some thought? If you stay with the resistance, you'll be expelled, and that would be a waste. No, thank you. I'm afraid I must politely decline. Even if I'm stripped down to nothing but a loincloth, I will never give up enjoying my cooking to its fullest. Woo! The results for the fourth bout, second card are in. Tsukasa of the Council of 10 takes the win. I figured you'd say as much. First it was Yukihira, now it's Ishiki. I'm really not cut out to be a leader. I doubt anybody could have swayed them in that situation. Ishiki? Oh, what? Here to console me? What? No, I was simply going to say I told you so. You knew he wasn't someone you could beat. And why are you naked? In all seriousness, this shouldn't have been any surprise to you. You know the kind of person Tsukasa Senpai is. The only thing on his mind is perfecting his own cooking. It's what makes him so formidable. He's invincible. Are you sure about that? What do you mean? Ah, well, for now, let's leave it in the hands of my teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, the titanic clashes of the fourth bout continue. What surprises will the last card have in store? Do we have one more chapter, y'all? Do we have one more chapter? Oh, yo, we got one more chapter, y'all. Let's go. Let's get into it. Chapter 251, y'all. Let's go. Yo, the disrespect, man. The disrespect. Let's move on. Chapter 251, y'all. Let's go. All right, let's go. Wow. Oh, this is going to be Rindo. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, only one card remains in the fourth bout. Rindo Kobayashi versus Takumi Aldini. It looks like they're just hitting the critical stages of their recipes. But who's going to finish first? Good luck, Takumichi. You can do it. Huh? Uninvited guest is the title of 251. Everyone, your attention, please. I have an important announcement. It's Dean Azami, the dean. Father? Where's he been hiding? And what's this announcement about? I'd like to inform you about a change to the judges panel. Huh? The duty of head judge for the Regiment de Cuisine is shifting to me, effective immediately. Yo, come on, boy. Another person just open-handed slap. Huh? What's going on? As primary sponsor and organizer of this second Shokugeki, I had every intention of remaining a spectator. But after watching the Council of 10 present one masterful dish after another, well, I'm afraid I've grown a bit peckish. You three have had plenty of opportunities to enjoy their wonderful cooking. Now, if you would please withdraw. Come on, what do you think you're doing? Like anybody's gonna let the boss of the opponent's team be a judge. Get lost. You seriously think this will fly? You can't be that dumb. Knowing him, he probably doesn't see a problem with it. He's just the kind of guy who would make ridiculous demands without a second thought. We have already been entrusted with the responsibility of judging, sir. Not only that, judgment by a single person goes against the tenets of the WGO. I'm sure you're aware of that. In order to maintain the level of precision necessary to administer a decision even on contests that are too close to call, the WGO has decided that all deliberations must be made by a panel of bookers. It is akin to additive color. With each additional color, you get closer to pure white. No matter how well trained and experienced the judge, they cannot administer a proper judgment on their own. That is the fundamental truth of our principle of absolutely correct judgment. I see. By myself, I would be insufficient is what you're saying. Huh. Well then, how about I invite two trustworthy guests to join me? No way. You can't mean Decora? Courage? Huh? You know them? Oh, I would say so. They're both fully accredited WGO adjudicators. They are. Decora, first rank WGO adjudicator. Courage, first rank WGO adjudicator. Well, wow, they sure are. Indeed, those figures are definitely first rank. Ridiculous. Fully accredited? Really? Une? Is that all you have to say? Have you forgotten that we were the ones who made your palate what it is today? And I'm not like, just go sit in a dumpster, man. Go sit in a dumpster somewhere, please. After all the work Courage and I did to teach you how to be a proper booker, this is how you repay us? Such gratitude. Or are you rebelling because your figure did not grow as robust as your palate did? How dare you? Did you come all the way to Japan simply to belittle me in front of a crowd? Really, Une was such a klutz. She couldn't do even the simplest of things right. Not only that, she was a little frump, lacked the first hint of elegance. See? Whoa, yeah, she doesn't look the same at all. Stop that right now. Yes. See those two pigtail girls over there? If you mix them together and split them down the middle, you'd be close to Une's degree of clottishness. What do I have to do with any of this? Why do they have to insult me? Yo, for facts, man. I don't know what's going on, but these people just like disgust me. Clottish, huh? So in a way, you're Miss Une senpai. Hey, Dean, what do you think you're doing butting into my match? How about you butt yourself right back out? Oh, this isn't a decision I made on my own. Sir Senzamon himself has also approved of it. That is correct. Grandfather? Now that both commissioners of the Shokugeki have agreed to this decision, no one holds the authority to overturn it. And besides, since making the long trip back to Japan, I've yet to taste my beloved daughter's cooking, considering someone interrupted my chance during the Moon Festival. Huh? Someone crashed your dinner? Man, so rude. Can't imagine the kind of person who'd do that. All right. However, we have one condition. To confirm that your judgment remains absolutely impartial, One of us will continue to participate in deliberations. We require that concession at least. All right. Miss Une, you may remain. Terrible. And there you have it, Courage. I'm sorry, but there isn't a seat left for you. Oh, I wouldn't mind sitting on your lap instead, Sir Azami. Oh, get out of here, man. Just, ugh. Heh, perhaps some other time. Ugh. Azami is so, he's such a cornball, man. Like, ugh. Just high fructose corn syrup of the highest caliber, man. And that's that. Chefs, please continue cooking. From here on, we three shall be your judge. So ticked off. The whole thing just, that big jerk, he really did just waltz in and take over the judges panel. Huh. Man, changes can happen at the drop of a hat in these Team Shokugeki things. Lucky break for us, though. Yeah, you tell him, Yukihira. Wait, did you just say lucky break for us? Think about it a sec. The guy just got off his high horse to join us in the match. Come on. Let's go. Next page. Next page. Sorry, everybody. This is being a little weird. It's being a little weird. Come on, let's go. Website. I'm being ridiculous. Last chapter, and then I can move on to One Piece. 251 on page 158. Let's go. Let's go. Now he's right where our Now he's right where our cooking can punch him with flavor. Yeah, Soma, get him. Yo. As he said that out loud. He was like, yo, Azami, I want you to hear this straight from my mouth. Like, we about to punch you right in the face. We about to punch you in the face. You're not going to be able to handle it. Let's go. Let's do this. Yukihira. Stupid Dean barging in and raining on my match. Even someone as nice and easygoing as me, Rindo-senpai, would get miffed at that. I don't like this one little bit. Yikes, talk about intimidating energy. It's like she's taking all her anger and funneling it into her dish. Spear squid. The theme of the third card is spear squid, and it looks like the one who will finish their dish first is Rindo-senpai. So will it be Kobayashi first? We can expect good things from her. Courage, the wine list, if you please. Right away, Sir Azami. Is it me, or has Takumi been stealing glances at Rindo-senpai this whole match? Huh? Really? Oh, maybe he's, observing her weaknesses like he did against Aizen-senpai. Yeah, that's a ticket. Stalking and training. Hours earlier. All right, fourth bout. Let's do it. You're doing nothing but watching, Yukihira. Aldini, I hear you're up against Kobayashi. Megashima-senpai. Yes, as a second seat on the council, she's an eminently worthy opponent. I'll do everything in my power to bring us a victory. Yeah, you do that, especially since I wasn't able to do her a favor by beating her. Out of everyone, the one person who's been the most conflicted from the start about this whole Team Shokugeki thing is Rindo Kobayashi. Really? Well, give it everything you've got for her sake. That's all I've got to say. Kobayashi-senpai's actions, words, attitude, none of it has seemed out of line from her usual boisterousness. She's conflicted? What does Megashima-senpai mean by that? Wait, what was that? For a moment, something looked off. Is it possible that outburst of hers wasn't just her being annoyed at Azami Nakiri's latest bit of ham-fisted arrogance? For a moment, there was an air about her, almost like a wild animal sensing danger, and puffing itself up in a desperate attempt to look threatening. Come on, Aldini, get the let out. If you're gonna take forever, then I'll just have to serve first. Whatever the case, right now, my only duty is to give this dish everything I've got. Wow. Chapter 251 end, y'all. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I am talking about. This is how you end chapters. You give us a bit of information that's interesting, that we want to know. Again, I was critiquing Shokugeki, talking about, yo, man, some of these endings, man, some of these Shokugeki cliffhangers, man, they're not really cliffhangers. They're not very good. They're not very interesting. They don't, catch my attention. But Shokugeki, Soma, Food Wars has righted its ship. It's back to being great. It's back to being great. Like, the chapters have been very good. The cooking has been on point. I've learned a lot. Right? Very, very cool stuff. Like Takumi, he's got to give me some fire for this match, man. Because when he was fighting Aizan, I was like, that pizza thing, it's a little boring. It's a little boring. Like, I understood what was going on and it was cool and interesting and everything like that. But like, I've watched so many pizza YouTube videos on like the history of pizza, on like how to make pizza and everything like that. That like that match was kind of like, and that way I'm being a little bit biased, right? But I do think that like Aldini can do much better. It was a little too like, it was like, I'm gonna make a pizza. I was like, But I will say this match definitely fits him because like things like octopi and stuff like that are pretty prominent in like certain types of cuisine, and particularly like European like cuisines and stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Like oysters, octopi, stuff like that. Pretty good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, y'all. I'm looking forward to it. Let us end this. And so in terms of a review, these three chapters were very good. Okay. They were great chapters. I'm not ranking these chapters. I'm gonna stop doing that because like unless like a chapter was like particularly bad, right? Like, so like if a chapter was like, I'm giving this chapter 3 out of 10, I'm giving this chapter 4 out of 10 or 5 out of 10, something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do. But like if it's not like that bad, then I'm not gonna rank it. I'm not like, if it was like a 6 or higher, I'm not gonna rank it. If it was lower, you gonna know. That's basically how I'm gonna sort of go about it, right? Because like anything from like 6 up is like not particularly like worth mentioning. But if it's like particularly low, and generally I think you guys like, all y'all out there know how I feel about like certain chapters while I'm reading it and everything like that. So I really love these chapters. I really enjoyed them. I thought they were great. We got more insight into, right? We got some character development. We got to know a bit. And I think it was really important right here. What was going on with Rindo. This is awesome. I love that. What we found out about at the end of this chapter, Tsukasa, we found out more about him just being a jerk. But there's something else there, right? This like when he said he's a little different, and like that's like a person that's like that might actually be like a legitimately like a legitimate like personality sort of like just a legit like a personality like difference, right? And so like he's just not like other people, and not in the way that it's like, oh, I'm like a jerk and everything like that, but like he like legitimately and like very like physically and mentally cannot conceive of his obsession with cooking being like conceit or anything like that. Like that's different. That's like where you might have to like I don't condone medically diagnosing characters, but I will like unless like it's been stated or whatever like that, right? Like otherwise you're not diagnosing them. That's just how they are, right? But like there's something else here. And I think that like some people would like attribute it to like being on the spectrum or something like that, but I don't think that's what's happening here. I think it's something else. I think like I don't know what it is, but I think we need more information before we can go being like, oh, Tsukasa is autistic, he's on the spectrum. We don't know. All we know is that Tsukasa understands that he's definitively different from people, from generally from people, and that this obsession is a big part of it. Right, so we don't know what's really, really, really going on, but I think we've gotten some really important clues. And I think that for me, that before I was like, yo, Tsukasa, I just want to like open hand slap him. But now that I'm talking about it and I'm thinking about it, outside of reading the chapter and live reacting to it, really, really interesting thing things that they've done with his character, right? Because it's almost like this is gonna be really good. Like if Yuki can change the mind of this individual, right? Like with Azami, it comes from a particular place. So Azami is like, yo, open hand. Sorry, that was really loud. Right, even my cat's kind of freaked out a little bit. Sorry, that was really loud. Right, like open hand slap, which is Azami. No excuse for that nonsense. But like Tsukasa, there's something else going on there clearly. So I'm really interested in seeing where they go with that. And of course, we got way more stuff with Nene and Ishiki. That was great. Tier. All right, like great stuff. I love that. Shiki's my guy. Love him to death. Shiki's bae, of course. We already know Shiki's bae. Okay, so let us move on from Shokugeki no Soma. Again, the review was very great. If I had to rate if I had to rate my Black Clover chapters, those would be like a solid that would be like a solid 7.5 out of 10. Like they were dope chapters. They were really great. So I'll say how I feel about them now, and then in the future I might not. But 7.5 because I think 7.5 is it's a good chapter. It did what it needed to do. It was awesome. The fights were great. So that brings it up there, right? But again, some cliche stuff, a little cliche, right? It's very cliche, right? Like we understand. Okay, here's a villain that understands that he cannot or the antagonist realizes that he can't beat the protagonist, like this one protagonist, right? In this particular sort of mini sort of narrative that's going on within these 3 chapters. So he says, all right, I'm gonna attack everybody else, create an opening, and try to kill you, right? Like that's like basic. That's like basic stuff at this point. So that's why I it's not like incredible, but it's just like it's 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty cool, but it's not like amazing, right? Like it would be amazing if one of them is if Lick died in this moment or something like that. That would be incredible. I'd be like, whoa, I would not expect that, right? So that bump it up. But this is something I expect, So it's okay, he got stabbed, but it's we've seen this before, we've seen this story before, and everything like that. So it's fine. So 7.5 out of 10, I would say for that, for the Black Clover chapter. It was cool. It was enjoyable. The art was great. Maybe even an 8. Maybe I'll bump it up to an 8. I'll bump it up to an 8 because I thought it was solid. It was a solid, good chapter. It did what it needed to do. But again, we've seen it before. So Black Clover 8. Shokugeki no Soma, all these chapters, a solid 8. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Really great stuff that we've gotten. So much development for these characters. We went through the Tsukasa versus Ishiki match pretty nicely. Then we're getting a bit about what's going on with Rindo and her sort of personality and how her thought processes in terms of the regimen de cuisine and everything like that. Really great stuff. I thought these 3 chapters were very strong, right? And the fact that we sort of get the sort of internal intertextual sort of allusion to the crocodile, not intratextual, right? Sorry, relation, allusion to the crocodile. That's cool. That's cool beans, man. Because we saw it earlier, we were that decision was supposed to be very hey, here I'm cooking a crocodile. I'm cooking an alligator. I'm cooking a crocodile. Look at me. I'm so yeah. You know what I mean? And it's a very aggressive move. But then when we see this again and we rethink about the past, and we understand, right? We understand hey, even that move might have been a move to puff herself up, even prior to Azami sort of saying, I'm gonna take over this mat. I'm gonna take over the judging and everything like that. So really interesting stuff here. All right. Really interesting stuff, really cool beans. I really like that. I think that's decent writing. That's cool. I like that. All right, so that was basically my review / live reaction of Shokugeki no Soma chapters 249 to 251. Awesome stuff. Awesome cool bean stuff. All right. I'm checking the chat real quick. See who's here. I mean, Soma. That's what I'm saying. It's we gotta Dragon. I mean, One Piece is next. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what's going on with One Piece. One Piece is next. Again, I'm way more invested in Dr. Stone right now than I am in One Piece. So Dr. Stone comes after One Piece. And then after Dr. Stone will be, a bunch of other like manga that I'm reading. Haikyuu I've already reacted to because like I had to catch up with that. But it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, y'all. We going in. We going in, all right? Soma is like greatness. I love Soma to death. Soma's like one of those people that like you just want to you would just chill with. Like he'd be your friend in a K through 12 system. You know what I mean? Like he'd be a friend of yours. You know? I went to eat. Haha. Yo, I had a bunch of food before I started these streams too. I had to make sure that I was filled. That I was filled with good food. My stomach was all good. So no, yeah, that's why I started them a bit earlier because I wanted to get through as many as possible so that I could have the rest of the day to just kind of chill, rest, read some comics, spend time with my fiance, do all that good stuff. My pets, maybe get a little bit more cleaning done. So. Cool beans, y'all. Cool beans. So that was basically my reaction to Shokugeki Soma, chapter 249 to 251. Food Wars, Kitty on the Leash. What is up? What is up? If y'all haven't subscribe to Kitty on the Leash, please do. Please do. Great content. All right. Check her out. It's gonna be really dope. It's gonna be really dope. At some point, like I'm gonna Kitty on Leash. I'm gonna send you I'm not sure exactly how to contact you, but like I'm gonna definitely like either email or tweet or something like that. Because I'd love I'm trying to like do like these like all women panels on like manga and other like topics and stuff like that. Like manga, video games, anime, stuff like that. And if you'd like to be like a panelist and anything like on the next episode, feel free to let me know. Feel free to contact me via Twitter or an email or something like that. Feel free to let me know, and like that'd be dope. So please do let me know. But yeah, Food Wars, the anime. I mean, the anime is great. The anime is greatness. The manga is greatness. The art is like impeccable, man. Can't say enough about Shokugeki no Soma's art. I've never like said that the art is like a 0 out of 10 or anything less than 10 out of 10 because the art is always on point. It's always on point. So that's what I gotta say about that. Okay, so I am going to end the stream now because I gotta get to that One Piece chapter. Let's get to that One Piece chapter because Dustin did a video. I didn't get to watch the whole video because I didn't want to be spoiled necessarily. I've already been spoiled on how like Snake Man looks because like I did not mute One Piece anything on Twitter. That's on me. That's my fault. Okay. Like that's my fault. All right. Like, but the art is gorgeous. Like the art is gorgeous. like Soma, like Shokugeki no Soma's artist is incredible. So I'm gonna end the stream now because I gotta get to that One Piece stuff. I was gonna say One Piece greatness, but like I'm not gonna say One Piece greatness for the chapters that we've recently been getting because that ain't been greatness. All right, but generally One Piece is greatness, right? So let's move on to One Piece. All right, I'm the Black Manga Critic. Shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to Kitty on a Leash. Check out her content, please. Shouts out to Dragonite, who always comes through. Okay. Shouts out to Hassan, man. Shouts out to Hassan. All right, let's get into it. All right, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't feel a rant coming, and I don't want a rant to come. I don't want to rant. I don't. It takes a lot of energy. But let's go. Let's check it out. All right. I'm a Black Manga Critic, y'all, and I'm out.